welcome to the Hogg Entertainment and Cantina Complex located at 752 South Gulfview Boulevard on a beautiful day today. It's gorgeous out, although I have a flat tire already, but
that was an omen.
Yeah, jet bike fell over. But anyway, about the big story that's going on right now, and that is spring training and baseball. So with that, I'm going to say hello to a good friend of mine, and it's Coach Dick Swope. Coach, good to see you, my friend.
Boomtown. What's going on, Benny?
Oh, it's a good day.
Hey, look at that beautiful golf out there. What do you not see?
It is beautiful.
What do you not see today?
Oats.
No, sea fog. No fog.
Oh, no fog today. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know it was bad yesterday, and but it looks beautiful today.
2 days, man. I come in, I can't even see a palm tree in front of me.
I know. And then we got in. Jeff is walking around. Jeff will join the show when he can. He's actually getting ready for a wonderful Valentine's Day breakfast with his wife, Kim. So he is now showering in the back. He's getting his underarms. He's getting all dolled up for her.
Hey, can we shout out Happy Valentine's Day to our best ones in our life?
That's right. Well, we're happy. Ann and Katie, happy Valentine's Day, and happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Of course, we have over here the producer of our show, Mike, has returned. Mike, it's good to see you. Sorry about the Super Bowl loss. That was when you talk about a game like that, I don't think anything really surprised us. It was a defensive game. I had an opportunity to watch it here, and I'll tell you, the more fun of that game was having. What do you have? Those duck shots you were giving me?
Duck fart shots were flowing.
Yeah, they were good too. So
I woke up sometime Tuesday, I think.
Well, I felt good, kind of out of it myself. And but it was a good game. Jeff did, and the staff did just an amazing job here. So come down and watch your sporting events here. It's actually a lot of fun. And last night, you and I were here, probably one of the best bands I've ever seen here. And I think it was called the Eye Doctor.
Yeah.
Eye Doctors.
Yeah.
And they were so much fun to watch, and they're from Ohio.
Place.
Yeah, so we're going to be we're going to get the chance. We want to thank some of the people who are coming in. Hey, there's Katie, my love. Happy Valentine's Day. Uh-huh. And a special guest over there is my father-in-law, Tom. And he's all right. He's waiting for the guests. And then outside over there, we have two people out here from Milwaukee. We're going to go to Milwaukee. Milwaukee's in the house over there. Thanks for that. How much do I owe you for coming? No, I'm talking to my father-in-law. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we got Tommy Bahama and Benny Bahama.
Right? That's right. So anyway, what's your thoughts on the game, my friend, last week before we jump around?
Wow, you talking about the football game?
I think it was a football game.
I can't even remember when it was football season now.
I know, it's amazing.
It was just a short week ago, wasn't it?
That's right.
Easy peasy. Yeah, well, I think the team that won, most of America bet on, and they covered the point spread. And they covered the over-under, which was an under that most people bet last week. I don't know. I didn't have the dog in the fight. So a Birds team won. It wasn't the real Birds team.
Right.
So congrats and kudos out there to Mike McDonald and his Seahawks. Sam Darnold, who, drove the boat.
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker was the MVP. And the evil empire, Mike, bites the dust in a Super Bowl game, which I think most of America was happy for.
Yeah, Mike's not talking too much today, Mike. Are you?
He's already switched to the Red Sox.
Yeah, he's already switched over. Well, the game was it was nothing big, but it was who you with. And then I will tell you that I thought, like you thought, that maybe the way the score was going, the way the field goals was Jason Meyer was going to be the MVP.
He should have been.
Well, I thought he was going to be one, but apparently I heard on the radio, and look, you're the expert more than I am on these things. I heard that the reason it wasn't because most of his field goals were they weren't long field goals.
Stop it.
I know.
That was the most exciting part of the offense for Seattle was his field goal.
That's what I thought. So anyway, we closed the book. Mm-hmm. I'm happy to tell you that the Jets are now 0-0 and on top of the division right now until Columbus Day.
Alphabetically, you're not on top of division.
Yeah, well, we'll be there until Columbus Day when of course we'll be knocked out. And now
I go down just like your e-bike.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, no joking, folks. We're talking about the Jets, and my bike fell over. Nobody touched it.
Out of the blue.
And I found out I got a flat tire, so I'll be working on that.
Found out you brought Aaron Glenn back as your head coach.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll be working on that thing. Anyway, just from a viewership perspective, and I double checked this because we talked last night real quick about it, and I confirmed it again. Still, the number one Super Bowl most viewed is the Eagles-Chiefs game back in 2025.
Okay.
This is the second most watched,
There you go.
and it's not totally official yet. But what's happening is because of these out-of-homes being counted, it's not so much a comparison to other Super Bowls. It's just that more people have the ability to watch it in different places than before. So we just say
more people being born every year. Benny.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's why the numbers are going up.
So we say goodbye to the NFL League. We'll be seeing you back here in when do they start? In June? July?
What, the camps?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, the NFL keeps you all year long. You got combines coming up in 2 weeks. You've got free agency in March. You'll have the draft in April. You'll have OTAs in May and June. The camp in July. And then next thing you know, boom, Hall of Fame game in August, and we're ready to play.
All right. Well, we're going to be happy about that. Oh, look. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yeah.
Man, I wanted to share something real quick.
Man, well, how much cologne do you have on?
I don't think I have any.
What kind of date is
I don't
this?
even think I put on deodorant today.
Valentine's Day.
So listen to this, guys. So everybody, you may not be aware, I didn't really put it out publicly, but my son had a traumatic injury out pitching in the Cactus League. Undrafted, tore his ACL in college. So he's had a successful surgery. They put a plate in his arm with 10 screws, and he already has mobility. The chances of him coming back, of course, are low. But I wanted somebody's going to hear this far and wide, and he's such a great guy. Steve Montgomery is the head coach for the Sioux City Explorers, independent league, MLB affiliated. He has sent more guys to the big leagues than any other coach, and I've been friends with him for about 15 years. Last year, he gave my son a shot. They signed him they were going to sign him to a 10-day contract because he was going to go to Sioux City. All he had to do is get a couple of outs, and then he was going to put him on a rookie contract. Well, he fractured his right arm throwing a fastball. It snapped in half. Yesterday, Steve Montgomery called me. We talked for about 15 minutes. And how about this, ladies and gentlemen? He's going to hold Mike's offer as long as he comes back, as long as he's healthy enough, if he recovers and works hard. But next year is a real good chance based on what their coaches saw out in Cactus League. Michael had 7 strikeouts, no hits, a couple of pop flies before he broke his arm. So next April, if all goes well, Michael will be in Sioux City.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
That is great. My mic on there? Am I on? No, I don't hear myself.
Yeah.
I want to give a big shout out to, I haven't seen him, but he's coming to the Hogg coach, Aaron Barrett. I'm saying that right. Head coach of the Clearwater Threshers.
Right.
Who will be coming down to the Hogg to meet with me and Mike, and also going to invite Mike out to the stadium, while he's doing his physical therapy and stuff. And I want to give another shout out to Ron Coomer, voice of the Cubs, checking on my boy. I don't know these guys. Man, sorry, I'm emotional.
Wow. I love it.
Hang on a second.
No, keep going with
A shout out.
Oh, yeah,
For those human
Valentine's Day.
beings checking on my boy, and I just appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get emotional.
No, that's good, Jeff. We're really happy for you and for Mike. And, that's really going to make his spirits go much higher, knowing that that's a real goal for him. And that's great news. And that segment with Jeff was sponsored by Coors Light. We like to thank we want to thank J.K. Taylor for sponsoring the show and all that. And of course, in town is Chuck, who is the CEO of Gaylord Electric. He is a big sponsor on this show, so we really appreciate him doing that. And God, I never saw Jeff. I haven't seen Jeff get emotional like that since he put that new menu out. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Or since Hurricane Helene, man.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So we could talk a little bit about, and this is where you get the insight. And we were talking the other day, and as baseball fans, and we have another gentleman in the audience, Nick, all right there, and he does the same thing. As baseball fans, we just take it for granted. We see the spring training, we see the pitchers and catchers, and that up north is like a big thing. Ash Wednesday and pitchers and catchers together, spring is on its way. And then we just get and wait. Now we have starting day. But these gentlemen, particularly, he's there. These guys are there at 6:30 to get they leave the house and get there, work with the Phillies down here in Clearwater. And I just thought it was great because it's an opportunity for you to tell people how do you want what the experience is like. And a lot of fans, whether you're a Phillies fan or a Yankee for whatever, that feeling of working with those kids during spring training.
Well, I don't like it when my alarm clock goes off at 5:30 in the morning, Benny. That's not my normal lifestyle. But they come down here to be able to go over there and hang out, pick up these young kids from the islands who come in the van and with their music blaring, their TikToks going, their energy. It really energizes me. And to get out there and hang out in the locker room, which I dearly miss. I was talking with one of my coaches this morning from back home. The locker room is just a sacred place for coaches, and we love it in there with the kids, and to watch them get prepared, and then they go on the field and do their work that day. It's just a great, exhilarating feeling if you're a baseball fan. So games begin next week, Benny.
All right.
From today, we're over in Dunedin taking on Toronto, and then we have our first home game at daycare next Sunday. So it's all going to be up and running, and the people from Philly will be walking the streets out here, and it'll be a sea of red soon.
They're already walking around the streets. I mean, you could definitely tell them they're coming into town. And I have to tell you, I had an appointment the other morning. I'm driving home on 19, going south, and I could see the complex and the players out there. And, just a good feeling to see them when you're driving by. So, support the Phillies when you're down here. Go to the games, do everything you can. I know, again, a lot of people will be coming down, and they're already starting to come down. And so what's your thoughts of the Phillies lineup so far this year? And what's the big announcement that happened this morning that I didn't know about until you told me?
Our place is packed over there with fans right now. It's free to come over to Carpenter Complex and watch the kids work out. Pitchers and catchers reported this past week on Wednesday, and the big boys will be coming in on Monday. And of course, everybody can't wait to see the first glimpse of Bryce Harper. Now, a player that we won't be seeing a glimpse of this year in Clearwater was a nasty divorce our team had with our right fielder named Nick Castellanos, who was it was an ugly situation. We released him just this past week. Mr. Middleton, our owner, wrote him a check for $20 million to, not report. And that's kind of really weird to me, talking that kind of money. But the big news is,
Off the press is hot this morning.
We all wondered where he might surface. He's free to sign with anybody. It only cost the team that signs him $740,000. We have to pay the rest of his his baggage money. And this morning, he surfaced in San Diego, California, with the Padres.
That's right. So he'll be joining us, stay in the National League. Although he'll be out west, his taxes will go up completely, really high now that he's playing in California. So I don't know.
Sam Darnold, right?
Yeah, the same Donald situation. Okay, have a good time.
Hey, man, we'll see you all day, big guy.
Yeah, have a good, just let us know if you need any help. Okay. He's going to the Valentine's Day breakfast. Look at him. He's so devoted. I love it. So. Yeah. So right now, what are the other big stories you want to kind of talk about in terms of baseball or anything else you got to go?
Yeah. So Owen, it's going to be up and running here in full swing this week. We'll have 180 players at our facility this week, and man, I'm telling you, you have to juggle everything to get all the kids, all the minor leaguers from the rookie leagues through your low A, your high A, your double A, your triple A, to the big boys, the 40 men that are on that roster. They got to use all the facilities and get ready, and it comes in a hurry. So that's coming. And Major League Baseball is still a little bit around the corner. We're going to see how things go. Everybody's still trying to lock into their pitching to get it ready for the regular season. Man, that's a long haul. It's a grind, people. 162 until you get to October, and then by then everybody's worn out. But hey, guess what? You got to perform.
That's
the
right.
lights come on in October, and everybody needs their arms to be fresh again to try and win 4 playoff series. If you don't get a bye like the Dodgers did, to win a World Series.
Right. So if you have to count how many season 35, how many preseason games they play?
34.
34. So that's on top of the 162, and that's even before any postseason games. So that's a long season.
Yeah, they're stretching their arms out and throwing, every day, and like those arms wear out. And Jeff just told us the horror story this morning of what can happen to a human's arm if it's overtaxed, maybe.
Yeah.
His poor son with that tragedy.
Yeah, I think we love Mike, and as Mike was saying it, he was throwing great and just went. He didn't do anything different than pitches before that. But the funny story he told us is that he was hurting, and his arm was really bad, and everybody's staring at him. And he looked at everybody, and he's like, real bad pain. He's on the mound. He's holding his arm. And he goes, is anybody going to blank and help me out here? Nobody
would happen.
Didn't even realize how bad the injury was. So we're looking forward to having Mike. We're going to get Mike on the show one time and talk about his thoughts about.
Maybe he might want to forget those thoughts.
No, I'm talking about the future, thinking about his journey and what the pitchers have to go through to get into the leagues, in that way. So I think that's really, really important.
Yeah.
And of course, if you look at the odds now with the baseball, I'm going to tell you, Phillies right now, are looking like they may be on the top right there in the AL East, along with the Mets. What do you think of that one?
Well, it starts with the Dodgers.
I know
that. But yeah, the Phils, the Mets, they'll be right behind them. I still say, look, I don't care what Mr. Dombrowski said about we were lucky to play with them and didn't. We should have beat the Los Angeles Dodgers in that series. And I know I got some Philly fans that will back me up on that. We should have beat the Dodgers. We had them on the ropes, a couple misplays, and that's all it takes in a series. But we got a good team, as my general manager will say. We won 96 games. We'll be back.
You'll be back.
Looking for our 3rd straight division. Okay. We were 13 games over the in that division. But they improved. The Braves coming back with all their injuries. They'll be better. It's not easy. We lost a starting pitcher to Mike's team over here. Ranger Suarez is now a Red Sox. So, every year is different. So you got to go and perform every year.
And by the way, we were doing the Mets. The Mets were doing great until All-Star break, and the season completely collapsed. And it happens. And fundamentally, that's going to be something they really have to keep an eye on this year.
Hurt that sport, man. The NFL. You lose your starting quarterback in that league. It's not many success stories.
Right. Well, I can tell you on this Valentine's Day, being that's Valentine's Day, I did change up the first place for the in the National League. I'm going to go with the Washington Nationals, just because it's my wife is sitting right here with my father-in-law. I'm fine. It's hard to tell everybody, but trust me, when I hear the father-in-law left staring at me, my wife. I got to do that. By the way, they'll change next week. We're back to normal. No more Valentine's Day. So. Go back to the bottom of the list. Bottom of the list. So, but we're getting ready, and I'll tell you, there's been some good stories, and it's quiet now. The stories are really going to start to pick up in baseball as those games start again, like you said, next week. Now, are you traveling with the team?
It's a big soap opera. No, I don't travel. I stay here and work at the minor league complex when they go hit the road.
Okay.
I travel in Florida this time of year. You try and go to Sarasota or Bradenton or Lakeland.
Forget it.
Take you 8-9 hours, it seems like. Yeah. Traffic's horrible.
Yeah. And I still haven't, I applied for Bull Boy, but I haven't got the I haven't got the application and even a thank you.
I don't know.
We got to be one of those tennis guys. I got to go on all fours to go get a baseball. I mean, come on.
Not enough eye candy.
I need something to do, guys, during the week.
Maybe Katie might say you're eye candy, but but people want to see
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I'm like, what is your team again in Boston, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll see. Hey, look, spring baseball brings spring eternal. So,
Yeah.
it's starting to get warm up north. So, which is actually a good thing. Let me talk a little bit about. We're going to jump a little bit, but I have to say, I've been watching some of the Olympics,
There you go.
and something. One thing I have to say, not luge.
Sled,
No, curling.
curling. Okay.
So it is like it's a kind of matches that you watch that you just can't stop watching. You're like, this is so boring, but you can't stop watching. And then the men were yelling, the women are yelling at the men to clean up, to clean up, to clean up. It's really, really interesting sport. But the one that I've been watching is definitely the luge, which is amazing. And I heard this on the radio. Do you imagine if you were, because some of them are men and women, and if you were broken up just before the Olympics and that woman's on your groin that whole way down, knowing she hates you, that must be one hell of a ride right there. Oh, sorry, honey. I thought that was the break.
Don't lose our license here.
I'm not. This is a clean show. But the other one is the biathlon. Now, these are guys who are running
with a gun on their back.
In the snow.
That scares you.
And I can relate to this because everybody knew I grew up in a mafia neighborhood. And to me, that was just another blizzard where that's how they whack people. Just went down the block and that's how they whack people. I don't see how it's a sport. To me,
I thought they took you like behind a warehouse.
Well, they do. They take you around a warehouse, but it's still snow and they got to get around.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's one sport. But I think the most interesting thing is their heartbeat averages around 180 when they have to go down and shoot 180. And we were watching it a little bit last night and watching the guys collapse on the ground after it. I don't know if they were shot or anything because I've seen that a lot of times in my own neighborhood too.
They leave everything out there, man.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, and then the figure skating, I did not watch last night, but I heard that the gentleman who's what's that?
Kathy knows.
Yeah, he didn't do well last night and yesterday. So, but right now it's just interesting. So I'm just going to give you this: Norway, 16 gold, 37 medals. Germany, 12 gold medals, 27 medals in total. China 9, 15, and then the United States right now is 8 gold medals, 10 bronze, 10 silver, and 7 bronze. So that comes out to 15. So it's always fun to watch some of these events and like that. And how many events were there?
16 events at 15 venues.
Yeah.
So
traffic's bad here.
Our kids in this country normally grow up in areas where they pick up a football, a basketball, and a baseball. And those are the sports that we develop our kids in. So it's hard. You guys specifically go to these Olympic training sites to get ready for these Winter Olympics. Unless you're born in one of those mountainous towns, you come through as a great downhill skier or skater or luger or whatever. The kids are mainly trying to make money in these big sports.
I just can never picture the Queens going to my dad and say, "Hey, Dad, I had a dream. Can you buy me a pair of skates? Can you buy me a pair of skis and a gun?" And he'd immediately take me for a drug test and say, "What the hell's wrong with this kid?"
Well, that's just to get to school, Benny.
That was just to get to school. Yeah. No, so it's kind of interesting. But anyway, watch the Olympics. They're amazing sports. I feel bad for Ron. She's on her third, I think fourth surgery since that accident. She had the first one. Yeah, she had 4 of them. So,
her tibia this time.
Yeah. And if you see some of the pictures of her in the bed,
yeah, I did.
She looks like holding metal things around her leg. It's just really, but she's smiling.
Lee Majors, the $6 million man.
Love Lee Majors.
Yeah, well, now Lindsay's a $6 million woman. Maybe it's a $6 billion woman today.
I had a
inflation.
Well, I'm not changing stuff, but I definitely had a crush on Lizzie Wagner, Jamie Summers, Monica. Definitely.
There you go.
Yeah, just want to let you know that. For those folks out there, she's beautiful and everything.
Here's what I can't wrap my head around, Benny.
What's that?
Is the fact that Lindsey Vonn, like, she broke her leg in another wreck coming downhill going 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But she was doing it on top of already tearing her ACL with a brace on her knee. So that, to me, is absolutely, I don't know, maybe insanity.
Yeah, I'm assuming maybe with the brace, she kind of reacted differently on that turn.
And her leg did not maybe swivel.
And when you so when you know you have an injury, you kind of favor in your back of your mind, no matter what sport you're in, to kind of be careful with that injury. Sometimes you over-injure yourself again because you're being too careful. So I wish her the best of luck, and I'm sure she'll be coming back. And my God, she's been in school forever. So how's your college basketball teams doing, my friend?
We got college game day on right after football season's over. It won't take long for them to take the limelight. Shout out, happy birthday to Coach K today. Some people feel like he might be one of the all-time greatest college coaches ever. 79 years young. We got lots of good things going on in college basketball as we're working towards the magic month called March. It's a couple weeks away.
Yeah.
All the conference tournament championships will be coming. We'll have March Madness in this place. Hogg Daddies will be a zoo with all the great TVs he has in here at this sports bar/entertainment center. So Hogg Daddies is going to be up and running in March. There'll be lots of people in their office pools. Everybody will be betting. It's going to be a fun time down here in the month of March.
Yeah, I think basketball conference championships are around the 15th or the 14th. And then that next day, there's some more. And then Selection Sunday is that day, for the 68. Yeah. And then right behind that, on the 17th, is the first four. So, first four games. So it's going to be interesting. I always love it. It's just a great time of the year. Again, everybody who really watches it, and they get so involved because it's really literally a Super Bowl pool that lasts for months.
We all understand that. Like when Thursday gets here, noon. I remember in my school system when I was a student and as a teacher, your TVs went on 12 o'clock on Thursday. You started watching March Madness. I don't care what you were teaching or what you were doing. Your kids wanted to see that basketball tournament. We revolved around it. And that's Americana stuff. It's water fountain stuff, man.
Right.
You go to the water fountain, you bump into somebody, talk your smack.
Well, the interesting thing is, like, I read an article last year actually where it was Super Bowl on the Monday after Super Bowl was one of the least productive days for people working.
National holiday.
Yeah.
It was for me. I made it one.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, I didn't even wake up Monday.
I got a national holiday every day now, so it's pretty good. And then the second thing was March Madness. For those day games, productivity goes down.
Yeah.
Everybody's on there. Everybody's on their phone and everything. But yeah, so we were looking forward to that. I am St. John's alum, 1988, and I was there with Louis. I was there with Mullen. I was there with
the good old Big East days.
Mark Jackson, and we came within a game to the finals.
Yeah, man.
And Bill Wellington was a great guy to play for that team. So right now they beat UConn, but now they're in second place in that conference right now. And I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed. And it's funny because Ricky says he can do better every time I hear him on his post game.
Ricky Pitino is back.
Yeah, he can do better. Now, why don't you talk about your team?
Well, my team resides in little Blacksburg, Virginia. That's the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's really been known as a football school. But basketball-wise, we every year we're in the middle of the pack of the ACC. About 5-6 years ago, we won the ACC tournament, which is prestigious in basketball, with our coach Mike Young. I can give him a shout out. We'll be playing UNC later, and Sammy and I will be getting after each other. And it's basketball is all day, all night, just like college football is. You can bet it. It's fun. It's Americana. And this is what our kids, they do, man.
Yeah.
I've got one of my 6-year-old grandsons today, Cowman, shout out. I got a FaceTime this morning. He was out in the backyard. His dad, Joey, showed him BP. It's Little League tryouts today for him in Charlotte. And then he runs over to the gym and he finishes up his youth basketball season. So that's
Wow.
the way you grow up as a young man.
I love basketball. I loved to play it until I was 13 when I stopped growing. And, suddenly everybody's belt buckle was in my face, and I realized all my friends, this may not be the sport to really.
Seth Curry put shooting back into the game for the little man. He brought the little man back.
That's right.
So you got to learn to shoot that rock, and you can come back.
Yeah.
I still got eligibility.
I do have it. Hello. How are you? Carrying a little bottle.
That'll really turn this podcast into.
Who do you think is right now the favorite? Michigan is 13-1.
Yeah, Michigan
looks really good. UConn still looks good.
Arizona was undefeated until they got upset this week at Kansas. Okay, nobody walks into Bill Self's the Fog Dome over there, and which we had out front, right? And beats Kansas at home. Arizona didn't, so they got a loss. Michigan's got a loss. Michigan's got a big game against UCLA today. Duke's in the mix. They got the best athletes, money high every year. They play Clemson today. University of Florida. Every year in, year out, man, they're battling for that title.
That's right. And I think it's interesting because the UConn record is 23-2 overall, and Michigan is 23-1. So really, those teams are
good teams, man. Of course, you talk UConn. I don't even think of the men's team. I go right to thinking of the women's.
I know. You're right.
Defending champions, and Gino just every year, man, has a woman machine over there that just spits out national championships.
Right. Hey, you want to do a little trivia? What do you want to do? You want to do, well, if I do Phillies trivia, you guys are going to get it. You want to do Phillies trivia, or you want me to do college basketball trivia?
Milwaukee trivia, if our people from Milwaukee are back over there.
Give me a second here.
What? Let me see.
Oh, there you go. Wait.
What franchise? What team did Milwaukee lose their baseball team to?
And for the Milwaukee fans, we have a trivia question. We had a trivia question.
Yeah.
Now, how many times do I have to tell you to sit down and raise your hand?
Carl's looking for that free bucket of beer.
Yeah. All right, I know. All right, this is for Carl. You throw him a softball. All right. Here's a good one.
Who's the starting first baseman for the Phillies? Hurry up, Carl. There you go. Give that man a bucket of beer over here, please.
Got a bucket of beer there, Brooke. We just gave him a bucket. He doesn't raise his hand. All right, I'm going to do another one. What school did Michael Jordan play in? What school did Michael Jordan play in?
Let's see. Let's see any baby blue in there.
Anyone for a bucket of beer? All right. You want to take a guess?
Milwaukee.
Did you bring a cooler with you? All right,
it's turn.
What? That's correct. You're right. Okay, congratulations. You get a bucket of beer. I get a bucket of beer.
And who was his coach? Hello. The basketball center is named after him. Dean Smith Center. Dean Smith was a great coach. Of course, him, Coach K went head to head a lot.
That's right.
That was Tobacco Road basketball back in the day. That was when ACC basketball was bigger than life. It's kind of like the Big Ten in college football now.
Yeah, I saw the Pac. What is a Pac-10 or Pac-12? We have two teams, and that's it. In the whole conference.
They were all rated, man. You got USC and UCLA playing out here in the Big Ten. I mean, it's all out of control.
Yeah, I mean,
that's another podcast.
It's another podcast. That's right.
Without a doubt.
What do you got on your notes? You got a lot of notes.
I got a great trivia question that nobody will get, but I'll throw it in because I got to. Anyway, look at the things that are going on. I mean, like everybody said, we're going to talk about it after football's over. My God, this weekend, tomorrow, people, right across the state from us in Daytona, the NASCAR season kicks off with the granddaddy of them all, Daytona 500, with Jimmy Johnson saying it's his next to last NASCAR race. We'll be having Mario Andretti, probably the most famous race car driver in all of racing, coming to our complex where Kathy, Carl, and I live. He has a condo there. St. Pete will have one of those IndyCar races in 2 weeks. We've got golf this week in Pebble Beach. What is that, Spyglass, Kathy? I believe it is out there. A famous course. After last week, the Waste Management, with the 16th hole and people going crazy out there.
Do you play golf?
We got Benny's curling in. So
Yeah, I'm going to do curling.
we don't have to mention that.
I'm sorry. I think golf is probably a great game, and I really appreciate everyone who really enjoys it. But in Queens, the idea of hitting a ball and chasing it, it wasn't something we were like. And most of the time, we couldn't get the ball because either went down the sewer or a dog or a cat picked up the balls. It wasn't fun.
Okay.
It wasn't fun.
Hey, let's not forget about what's going on right up there at the Eddie Moore softball complex here in town. The Division I lady softballers, top 25 teams, I think 15 or 20 of them are here this weekend playing in a big tournament. It's on ESPN every game, and it'll be it's packed over there. I mean, the alumni that travel for their schools is insane. They spend the money to go see their universities, and they represent well. So that's going on around here. And I'm just going to end it with not many NBA basketball fans left in this world. I'm one still.
I'm the Knicks.
There you go. The Knicks have brought you back to life.
That's right.
But I've been a basketball coach my whole life, 35 years in high school. I love the sport, and people go like, how do you watch that stuff? They don't play defense. Nobody hustles. Nobody does this and that. They get paid too much. They don't play. They play when they want to. I get all that. But it's a game of basketball. I love that sport. I played it, and I coached it, and, it's dear to my heart. So I still follow it. And a shout-out to a 76er rookie who won the Rising Stars game last night, MVP, VJ Edgecombe. I'm going to collab for VJ, okay? And the Sixers still trying to hang up in here. There's a Sixer fan just got on my podcast. Dennis, shout out to VJ last night.
That's right.
We still represent, take care of my boys.
JD is always on this thing.
Oh, well, God bless you, JD. That's Detroit JD. I work with him at Williamsport for the Little League World Series, and we remain tight all throughout the year.
Hey, look, Jeff just sent something. He said, oops, I forgot the flowers. Okay, so.
Well, I'd say get on the e-bike, but now I can't get it. Oh, the e-bike's not working.
Another flat, yeah.
It's got a Jets license plate on the back of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not working. So anyway, man, we got great sports going on right now, people.
And let's not forget, and even it's not the number one American sport, but people here in the United States and around the world get crazy about soccer. The World Cup is coming up.
Yeah,
and
our country's hosting.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that, I don't know why they picked that slum of a stadium, MetLife, but for the final.
You said it.
Yeah, I don't know. Hope the mosquitoes from the swamp. But I'll just tell you like this. I covered them when I was working. I remember when they were away, and I literally had 10 beers by 10:30 in the morning. I was at bars at 6 o'clock in the morning because that's where the events were. And there was lines out the door. People couldn't get in. So and I think Katie, we watched one. We couldn't move. Last one, right? Which we both got COVID from. So.
Just tell the truth, Benny. You had nothing to do with wanting to watch soccer. You just wouldn't start drinking beer at 9 a.m.
I didn't say I went for that. I just said I went to drink.
There you go. Now you put it in.
Those Penn Station bars just to get you going. Yeah. Cheers.
I'll drink.
Sponsored by Coors Light. There you go. Right there.
Down.
Do a podcast responsibly. So
look, Mark Saunders is on mine right now.
What is he saying?
I got to shit. He's my high school sports correspondent back home. Keeps me filled in. Anyway, I do want to shout this kid out from Essex. My podcast will be tomorrow night at 7. No more Six Picks on Sundays. That ended on football season. So big show, 3:04 tomorrow night. I will shout this young man out in our district back home. And it's just tragic. A young man, 17 years old, took his own life. He led his team to a state championship in football, had a bright future in college to go play football at the next level on a scholarship. And over, I can't discuss it, the petty things of life maybe that we feel. He took his own life. And that is very sad and tragic, Mark. And we'll be back on that tomorrow night. And there's Ed. I just had breakfast with Ed. See, he gets on the show. He had breakfast with
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've been doing a show for a year, but I haven't got even a pickle.
Let the man to breakfast and be your buddy forever.
All right.
Especially when you eat some Scrapple. Okay.
There's Eddie Prince. Eddie
Prince. That's a New Jersey guy. Okay. You know a guy, I know a guy.
No, is that Edward Prince, the guy, or the other guy?
Yeah, he's my guy.
That guy. Not the other guy from before.
Ed, you my guy.
All right. I got it now.
Okay.
It's all down. It's all up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. And look, did everybody survive Friday the 13th?
We did.
Everybody that's sitting here did.
We did. Yeah, I mean.
I love Friday the 13th personally. I really do.
Why do you do that? Yeah.
I won my state championship on Friday the 13th in March. Okay? So I just said, I'll adore this date and day forever. So, it was Friday the 13th really for the team that lost to us at the buzzer by 2. So,
well, I think Friday the 13th has always been a crazy time. And I think Mardi Gras is this week. Am I right? I think Ash Wednesday is obviously Wednesday, I think. And then I think Mardi Gras is this weekend. I think. I could be wrong, And I didn't chat GPT that. I just got a feeling that's what they're doing. So you'll see a lot of Mardi Gras parties here.
I'll be throwing Katie some beads.
I'll be throwing beads at her,
Our facial expression will let you know what Katie just did.
Yeah. So what are you doing with wonderful Ann today for Valentine's Day?
Let me think.
Okay. Right ahead.
Thank you for that. Now, I didn't get
as red as your shirt.
She's right now at the pool with 4 of her friends that are down visiting this weekend. So it kind of takes the pressure off me tonight. But you know what? After 44 years of marriage, we've kind of learned that, like, you know what? This is another day, and we'll let all the other younger people book their reservations and do their thing today. We'll do ours, maybe Tuesday of next week.
All right.
Okay?
Well, let me know. I'd love to play the violin over the table for you guys. So I got nothing to do.
We'll pour the wine, please.
Sure, I'll do that. Cole and Catherine, what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day?
Uh-oh.
Oh, they did a Valentine's Day. Okay, like a pre-sale. Like you can get like Amazon. You can get a pre-sale for and then you got it all done. Oh, good. Okay, well.
I got a yo from Oregon Diner back home. My man Al's eating Scrapple right now watching the podcast.
Scrapple.
That's where we roll.
Oh, my God. Well, what is this for? What's going to be on the show tomorrow? And again, it's always an honor for you to take your time and for everyone here.
Thank you for the invite, Benny. I love doing this stuff.
I never thought in my entire life that I'd spend so much time with Philadelphia people. Never. But, and I love it. They're the sweetest and nicest people, except for football. And, I'm watching my team just, game over about, the first chicken wing that goes down and the game's over. So.
That's a tough life, man.
Yeah, it's a tough life.
My heart bleeds for you. That's all good. Tomorrow for me, it was my honor last week to have Greg Murphy, a Phillies broadcaster, come over and do the show with me. Just dream things happen. I saw Luke Bushwhacker this week. He's back in town. Yeah, he can't wait to come over and do a show with me. He says, I always do one with you when you get here, and I'll throw you out to Florida at the end.
I got to be on that show, or at least watch it. I'm a huge old-time wrestling fan.
Oh, my God.
I love it. I follow them.
Yep. I'm there with Luke, promise you.
They were great. They were so funny.
And the people back home, the questions they ask Luke, when him and Butch come in, oh, my God. And, of course, we lost our icon here on the beach, Hulk Hogan. God rest your soul, man. He was, bigger than life here, man.
And his house is for sale now. It's out for sale. I drove by it yesterday on the bike. It was still very sad.
Yeah, my goodness. He lived right down the street from us down here. So, but now they have a Hulk Hogan trail here, so that's really cool. So that's good. But he'll be talked about forever in this town. But tomorrow, we just we get together on the Sunday night family hour at 7 p.m. and we chatted up with all the people who get on. And man, I got people from back home, Philly peeps, Clearwater peeps, the people that have come to me from Hawaii, California, Texas, around the world that get on. I've got some guys like Coach that are in South Korea that'll get on. No telling what time. I got a guy, Coach. He's over in Spain. He gets on at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, just good things and we have fun. That's the whole key to life every day, Benny.
That's right.
Just have fun every day of your life.
You always feel it here too at this time of the year. You see all these new faces, and you go to places, and you're like me. You're very friendly, and you just have a good rapport with people, and just talking about other people. Like I was just joking, like they left, so I don't know how good we were, but
I think
before the show, they ran. Actually, the beers are still open. Like people from Milwaukee, and a lot of people here down in Clearwater, off Clearwater Beach, particularly, off from the Midwest. Where if you go to the East Coast, you're getting a lot of yo Jersey, yo New York, and that thing. So I think it's always great to meet a lot of people, and everyone is in a good mood. And one other thing on the Hogan thing, if you're really a true Hogan fan, I'm going to promote it anyway because people know, but they do have Hogan's Hangout. That's all the way down at the beach in the South Beach. But they also have a store there where you can go in and see some memorabilia and buy some stuff. And I've always got a kick out when I'm driving by and I see a kid wearing the red bandana and the Hulk shirt.
Shout out my man Tony Tornado back home. He's still a kid, okay? He goes down there every year, gets a new Hulk shirt, bandana, something he can rip open. All kids used to do that growing up, emulating the Hulk. Tony still does it, okay?
Yeah.
And he's a big kid at heart.
I'd love to talk to him what he thinks about the current time. I have to do that.
Easy, Pete. Mom and dad bought for school just because they went crazy when they saw the Hulk do it.
We had houses that were probably 70 years old already. We would literally lift people, friends up, and on the floor of a living room. I swear to God, I don't know how we didn't go through all that stuff and the stuff we did to imitate the wrestlers. So that's great.
Now I'm gonna let you emulate some of that with Luke Bushwhacker.
I would love it. Okay, I would love it, maybe. I would love it.
Yeah.
I want to talk. Let me talk a little bit about what's going on here at Hogg Daddies. Of course, bands up here have been amazing. Yesterday, as I mentioned, we had 9 actors here. They're probably one of the best bands I've seen down here. Yeah, and they're from great playlist. Oh man, but the energy. They were the energy in that band. The lead singer, and well, not the lead singer, the guy who's the bassist, but he was so into it, and I thought it was great. And then I think they're having, I forgot the name of the band for tonight, but it's another out-of-town band.
You better know. It's Jeff's hometown. It's from Memphis.
Right. Remember the name? Blues, right? Memphis Blues. That's right.
Blues are going to be in here tonight, people. If you're on the island, make sure you stop by Hogg Daddies.
Right. So just a couple of other things that are going on here. The weather's getting nicer. So come in after you do your beach or wherever you do and stop in and listen to some music. Just a reminder that on Monday we have bingo here. I was here last Monday. The place was packed. I mean, it was packed. And then we have on Tuesday trivia. Wednesday is music, of course. And he's been doing what Jeff and his team has been doing. On Wednesdays, he's doing he teamed up with this company called Scorio. Scorio, whatever. How do you say this?
Yeah.
Scorio. Thank you.
That's got to be a New York thing.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. And then we have hoops. They're going to be playing some basketball. They have a truck that comes out here. They have darts. They have golf, right? Pool and cornhole. So you can come up here and play with your friends and do a little miniature of everything just to have some fun and a couple.
Or you just come up here and drink beer.
Well, yeah, exactly. We'll come up here and just drink beer. Yeah. And then tomorrow is a huge day. If we can get through another drinking day today, and that is the trolley tomorrow. Yeah, and Charlie's going to be great. And it starts here at 12 p.m. It's going to start right here. It's $25 per person. Is it sold out, Katie? Oh, it's totally sold out. All right. No, I did not know that.
Trolley.
And we're looking forward to that. And of course, those donations from people who are participating go to the aquarium right here in the Clearwater Beach Aquarium. And also, I think, Brooke, you're going to be one of the hosts. And who's the other host?
Uh-oh.
Lauren, Will, Danielle, and Brooke. Okay, they're going to be.
Brooke will have the most smoothest running trolley ride. She is so awesome. Now, I will honestly say Lauren's trolley, if they go up on that bridge, it'll probably go off that bridge.
Yeah, Lauren's. Let's just say Lauren's got the trolley fun. We spent time with her on that beer crawl. It was great. She did a great job. She really did. And then also, Bike Week is coming up. And that'll be, I believe it's I can't see it.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday, do the 22nd. It's going to be various places all in up down the beach. And we're looking forward to that. And I know a lot of people, a lot of places here. I've been working very, very hard on that. And I think you have anything else to do, my friend?
No, I think, I just want people here, man. I want to see the sea of red. I want the Philly people here. I feel more at home when I walk the streets and they're all boys. It's a fun world to be in down here. That's why we call it paradise.
That's right. We're in paradise. And I want to do a shout out to my wonderful father-in-law where he's not here. Where did he go?
He knows a guy, Benny. He knows a guy.
Oh, God. It was probably fact checking me. And you're going to miss the joke. So here's the joke.
Yep.
So he was a U.S. postal worker for how many years, Katie? 36 years. People loved him and everything. His great-great-grandfather was the guy who decided to bring all the mail to the New York City courthouse to prove that Kris Kringle was Santa Claus. And we were so excited about that. I mean, if it wasn't for the Clark family, it may have not been a Christmas. And we want to thank Tom and the Clark family for that. Hopefully he heard the joke or he's been to the airport. One or the other.
That was really a joke? I believe that.
Okay, yeah. Kris Kringle.
Okay.
Naively right.
I thought it sounded real to me.
Yeah.
Isn't there such thing as Santa Claus?
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying, but there was a thing. It was on, it was a thing where Kris Kringle and he had some legal problems. And at that time, they didn't have Morgan & Morgan like they have here, where you can just go to Morgan & Morgan for everything. I have a fight with, we have an argument. I call Morgan & Morgan. It tells me $15 to give me a solution. Easier than ChatGPT, which tells me because I'm a male, I'm wrong. So don't even bother. So I'm going to get a male ChatGPT settings or something like that so I get some respect. And Mike, you want to go over there? I just want to make sure you're doing okay.
Uh-huh.
So Mike, I know you've been out and everything going well in the Publix aisle and the dog food aisle? It's slow? Okay. All right.
You rocking the spring training hat. Is that last year's? Yeah, the new year is out this year. New spring training hats.
Yeah.
So everybody will be rocking those all over the island.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank everyone, especially you as always, and Mike always. Mike does a great job, and it's always a pleasure and an honor to have a gentleman here who's number one's got some great insight to a lot of things that I'm really curious about, and he's an encyclopedia of sports. Which
talking
is
about Mike, right?
I'm talking. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Mike. No,
Yeah, right.
I'm talking to the Coach Stick here. Yeah. So with that said, I just want to thank everyone for coming and watching at home. I want to take the special opportunity to thank my mom for all of the support she does for us, and everyone. We'll be back next week at 11. And Stick will have his show. And tell everybody how for people who don't know where to find your show, can you just tell them where?
Yeah, Facebook Live. Very simple. I just speak into my phone or iPad and we have a party. That's what we do, man.
Yeah.
And in sport, it revolves around sports.
Right.
Which I think drives the train of life.
I would say two things: sports and music.
The music in there. Yeah, my goodness. I'm down with music also.
I mean, I'm going to cut myself off, but Katie and I listen to different types of music just in the house to keep some music in the house. Boy, when those 70s come on, the memories come back to me. And I can't believe that every 70s, 80s song and maybe some 90s songs were written or co-wrote or sung on by Michael McDonald from the Doobie Brothers. I mean, that guy's on every freaking record you ever heard of. So
one heck of a voice, doesn't he?
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, listen, have a great week out there, and we look forward to seeing you. Tune in to Stick Show tomorrow at 7 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook Live, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.